Happy Mother's Day. All right. So today at work, one of my coworkers asked me, "Did you call your mother this weekend?" And to that I replied, "No." And she was just kind of shocked because she was not expecting me to answer that way. And before she could ask me why, I just went ahead and said, "I haven't talked to her since I was 14 years old." And she was just kind of speechless and shocked and didn't really know what to say. And I was then I decided to just fill her in and tell her yeah, my mom died when I was 14 years old, so I technically haven't talked to her since then. And she was just immediately "Oh, I'm sorry for bringing this up." And I'm just kind of "No, it's okay, don't worry about it," and went on about my business. um, Having been motherless since I was 14 years old, so the past 25 years, I've had to deal with the question of my mother, because naturally it'll come up in conversation. How's your mom? Or, what's my relationship with my mom? And then I tell them, and then it's this awkward conversation because people don't understand, when they ask most people about their mom, they don't really expect opening up a door to a dead mother with that conversation. So, and I get when they hear that information, they immediately think about, oh, what if I lost my mom? And, and then it takes them to a sad place. And I don't mean to do that by telling them, the truth of my life, but that's just the way it goes. And having had deal with that conversation over and over again with just so many different people in life, I've learned to answer those questions with humor in the most honest way possible. So, happy Mother's Day. I want to start off saying happy Mother's Day to my sister, who, one thing I really truly admire about my sister and the way she mothers is that she loves her kids. And she loves them so much that she will do anything to care for them, even when they drive her insane. And she puts so much thought and care into making sure that she can give them the best life as possible. And I really admire that my sister's that way. And then now on to everybody else. And I know so many mothers out there. So I'm just going to say happy Mother's Day in this way. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there who have a wonderful husband who's also a great father and is there contributing to your children's life. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that, don't have that, have a man in their life or, significant other. Happy Mother's Day to you. Whether you're married or whether you're, never been married, divorced, widowed, with children, whatever the case may be, happy Mother's Day to you and all that you do to care for your children. Happy Mother's Day to all the wannabe mothers and all the mothers that didn't ever want to be mothers, but now they found themselves to be mothers, so they're going to continue on being a mother. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that go through the rough times of life and who deal with mental illness or they're dealing with, any type of sickness, or any type of stress or tragedy or whatever the case may be. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to all the women who could be considered a bad mother by the society around her because she's misunderstood and they don't see what she has to do because she has a special circumstance in life that she has to take care of and she doesn't feel like explaining it to anybody. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to women of all ages, girls who haven't become the legal age, happy Mother's Day to you. God bless you and good luck with, moving on with life with the choice of still being a mother. Happy Mother's Day to anybody who took an opportunity and to realize the value of what it is to nurture and care for another human being. Happy Mother's Day to you, whether you took an opportunity like you babysat, or you were a chaperone, or you're a coach, or you're a teacher, or you're a spiritual mother, or you're a friend, an aunt, a sister, whatever the case may be. Like, happy Mother's Day on those opportunities that you took to really truly value what it's like to be a mother. And happy Mother's Day to all the dad moms out there, the ones that pick up all the slack that their child's mother is lacking at any point of their life. Happy Mother's Day to you. And happy Mother's Day to anybody who has, who doesn't think they're a good mom, but in all reality, you're like the best mom ever. Happy Mother's Day to you. Recognize that. So my mom, she did the self-portrait. I think she was in her 20s, early 20s is when she did this of herself. I think about her a lot. A lot of times in life when I'm struggling and trying to get through the day and trying to get through this stress and that stress, I do think about my mom and how did she get through this? And she did it, when she was divorced, single mother of 4. I know she had help, and she also did it in the Mormon religion. And she was working on her master's degree, and she was so close to getting it at that time, and she was doing it so she could become a full-fledged teacher and get paid what she was worth. So at that time, like when my mom was doing all this, I'm like, she had so much more on her plate than I have at this age. And I'm like 5 years away from the day, her age when she died. So she was 44 and I'm 39. And I think about what did she do at this age to pull herself out of the darkness or out of the, the negative thoughts. And I gain a lot of strength from the memories that I do know about my mom. And, even though I lost her at 14, I don't feel motherless. I don't feel like I'm without my mom because, she was one of the best women ever that I am blessed to have had her for 14 years. And to have had her as my mother for 14 years. That it was enough for me to be able to go through life and do what I need to do. And to be successful. And, to keep pulling, strength out. And to remember, she had so much more. And I can, get through what I'm dealing with. So thinking about all that, and I think about what kind of mother will I be, because I haven't been a mother yet, not of a human, not a mother of a human. I've been a mother of a dog, and that's been challenging, and that's been fun, and it's been, great learning about Affinity's personality and how to communicate with her when we're both different breeds of beings in this world. So I think whenever the time comes when I become a mother, I know that God will be sorry. I just think of, me becoming a mother. like, I really am taking my sweet time with this, but I just think like when I become a mother, um, God will know that I'm ready. And He will gift me with, another human being to help guide in this world. And I want to remember that every single day that I'm a mother and helping this other human being to understand what to do and how to live life and how to get through the tough times and how to think for themselves and how to, find out where, how to follow their dreams and how to understand complex concepts and whatever the case may be. And so that's one thing I always want to remember is that I'm guiding this human being into this world. And I'm going to do my best to be the best mother that I can be while trying to, through the insane moments. So with all that being said, is I want to give reassurance to everyone out there who knows children who have become motherless. Whether it's one of your your nieces or your nephews or your neighbor's kid or where it's scary to think like this child's going to grow up without their mother. How are they going to get through life? How are they going to get through those tough emotional moments where they think the world's against them or whatever the case may be? And are they ever going to amount to anything in life? What I say to all those people is, do not be fearful that this child is going to grow up to be screwed up. Be hopeful and be a loving individual for this, person in life. Because what I know about being a motherless child and then, having lived life as an adult is that love breeds more success than fear. Fear can breed success, and it's usually in chaotic ways. So love is going to produce more health and well-being, and generally more good times and less resentment. And just know, like, it's not the end of the world. And it's not always a sad situation. For me, there have been periods in my life where, I thought the world was ending because I didn't have my mom. But then a lot of my life is, I forget what it's like to have a mom because I've been without one forever. Sometimes I'm jealous of other people. But the way I get around that is I appreciate the fact that they share their life with me and let me know what it's like for, to have a mother and to be a mother, because then I can figure out how I want to be a mother. So just know that, like, it's a sad situation that people do have to grow up without their mothers and figure out the world, but it's not the end of the world. Do your best to do what you can to let them know that they can still have a normal life and they can work towards that. And yes, they are special and they're going to deal with things that they shouldn't have to, or they didn't deserve to deal with, or, whatever the case may be. But they can get through it. They can learn from it. They can cope. They can heal. There's so many great things that can happen despite the tragedy and the loss. So, anyways, I should probably start wrapping this up, but I I really wanted to open up, and I wanted to wish everybody happy Mother's Day and to remind the world of how wonderful women are for being such a blessing and nurturing beings in this world. So happy Mother's Day, everyone, and thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.